Hi, I'm Sage Cohen. Thanks for being with me. I'm going to offer a quick lesson in how we can transform judgments about others into insights about ourselves. I told a story over at sagecohen.com about an experience I had with a little gaggle of mothers who approached me and wanted to know where I had left a newborn baby that I didn't actually have. And it was quite a moment. These women had a few data points that my son had shared, and they made up a story about me. And they approached me, and we were all extremely confused as they were trying to pinpoint exactly where I had left my imaginary baby. And this is a strategy we all do. We gather the data, we come up with a story to help us make sense of a great deal of information coming at us. And it's a strategy that's efficient. It helps us process large amounts of information. And a lot of the time it works fine. But sometimes we get it wrong, like those moms did in that moment. And typically when we do kind of misinterpret the facts and make up a story that steers us kind of away from what is helpful to us, it's likely that there is an opportunity to learn something about ourselves and how we filled in those blanks. So I'm going to give a little example, a kind of story that many writers and artists, really all of us, trying to accomplish anything, come up with is we compare ourselves to others in our field. We learn something about them, they have some kind of success, and we have a response that has some envy in it, and we come up with a story, something like this. It's easier for that writer because ... he got an MFA, or her husband supports her, or she knows the editor, or she's not in chronic pain, or she doesn't have children. So whatever it is, we fill in this blank. We come up with a story about how this uncomfortable event has happened, and we make it up. And so the process that I am recommending when we find ourselves, particularly when we find ourselves uncomfortable with a story that we are telling, is to take a step back and consider whether there's something in that story for us, something that isn't serving us that we might rejigger. So step one is to identify the story that we're telling ourselves. So let's say I've decided it's easier for that writer because she has a husband who supports her. Okay, so what is true, step two is to name what is true instead. And what is true is that we have no idea how it is for other people. I don't know what's going on in that writer's life, and the reaction that I'm having is about me. So step three is identify what my belief says about me. So my belief that this other writer is having success because her husband supports her, my belief about me is that I would be more successful with support. So I can get curious, what kinds of support might I gather so that I feel like I have what I need to move in the direction of my goals. And maybe upon further investigation, I have all the support I need. Or maybe I need to create an additional day a week of writing. But you see how I kind of turned around, I'm pointing the finger at somebody else and coming up with a conclusion about her experience, and then I'm kind of getting curious and saying, I wonder how that conclusion is more about me and my ideas about what success looks like. So those are the steps. Name the story we're telling ourselves, name what is true instead, which is most of the time we have no idea how it is for other people, and then look for what that story is actually revealing about who we are, what we want, what we need, and take it from there. Thanks for being with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please, I invite you to click subscribe below. And you can tune in every week as we explore how changing your story changes your life. I'm Sage Cohen. Thanks for being with me.